Hi, first graders. Welcome back. I hope y'all had an amazing time making your maps yesterday, and I can't wait to see what you guys are going to come up with today. It is Feelings Friday, and like always, before we start talking about our feelings, we like to start with a feeling song. Most of my first graders already know this by heart, but if you are new and a new friend joining us, welcome. It goes a little something like this. It says, I have feelings, you do too. Let's all sing about a few. I am happy, I am sad, I am scared and I am mad. I have feelings, you do too. We just sang about a few. I was able to make a word wall similar to what we had in our classroom with our feelings words. I tried to remember as many as we had added before. I know some of them are missing. If you notice that one is not there that should be, please have your parents or grown-up text message me and I'll be sure to add it. From memory, this is what I could come up with, and I believe the last feelings word we were working on was the word angry. So today we're going to focus on that word angry. What does it mean to be angry? When Sophie Gets Angry, Really, Really Angry, by Molly Bang. Sophie was busy playing when her sister grabbed Gorilla. My turn. No, no, said Sophie. Yes, said her mother, it is her turn now, Sophie. Sophie fell over her truck as sister snatched the gorilla away. Oh, is Sophie ever angry now? She kicks, she screams, she wants to smash the world to smithereens. She roars a red roar. Sophie is a volcano, ready to explode. And when Sophie gets angry, really, really angry, ba-ram, she runs. She runs and runs and runs until she can't run anymore. Then for a little while, she cries. She sees the rocks, the trees, and the ferns, and she hears a bird. She comes to the old beech tree. She climbs. She feels the breeze blow her hair. She watches the water and the waves. The wide world comforts her. Sophie feels better now. She climbs back down and heads for home. The house is warm and smells good. Everyone is glad she's home. Everything's back together again. And Sophie isn't angry anymore. The last few times we talked about feelings, we talked about happiness. We talked about what makes us happy and how we can make others happy. We talked about sadness. We talked about what makes us feel sad and what we do that might maybe make someone else feel sad and what we can try to do to not make people feel sad. Well, today we're going to talk about angry. We're going to talk about what you can do when you feel angry. We used to practice this in class when we were feeling frustrated or mad, but it also works for angry. We used to say when we felt so upset that we couldn't stand it, we would close our eyes, take deep breaths, and count to 10. So let's do that all together. Let's say, 10. And just like that, you feel better again. So just like Sophie, when she got really upset, she got herself away from the situation. She sat in the trees, felt the wind, let the world comfort her, and waited, took her breaths until she was ready to come back down. So that's what we're going to practice doing when we're angry. We're going to practice how to get ourselves calmed down. So here's your assignment today. It's 2 parts. First thing I want you to do is write one complete sentence, either in a writing journal, on a piece of paper, or the marker board that we gave you, that says, finishes the sentence frame. When I feel angry, I can. And tell me something you can do when you feel angry. So please make sure you have a capital letter and your punctuation, and you're going to fill in the sentence frame. When I feel angry, I can. You can say stop and count to 10 like I just did. You could say run and climb a tree like Sophie did. You can say anything at all that helps you feel better when you feel angry. For our next part of our project, I'm going to give you a second to grab one piece of paper and one crayon or one pencil. If you don't want to use crayon and pencil, you can use just your marker board and just your marker. But you only need one thing to write with and one thing to write on. Take 2 seconds, grab what you need. I'll be right here waiting. Alrighty guys, now that you have your paper and your one thing to write with, let's get started. First thing you're going to do is you're going to draw 4 circles. 4 regular plain circles. So while we're drawing, I just want you to draw whatever comes to you. Don't think about it, just draw. So next we're going to put 2 circles in each circle. Ready? Sure you guessed by now that these are starting to look like faces. The next thing we're going to do is going to give them all eyelids. Different kind of eyelids though. Try to make it different for each one. For this guy, I'm going to do kind of an upward eyelid. Someone's a little tired. He'll get a kind of saggy one. This guy will be kind of this way. And this one will be off to the side. So once you get your eyelids, let's draw pupils. If I'm going too fast at any point, feel free to pause and pick right back up when you get where I am. So now we're going to make some noses, but we're going to use letters to make noses. We'll start with the big letter U nose, and maybe a letter J, and a letter B, and let's do a sideways B. Let's go this way. Oh no, let's do a oval. Not really a letter, but it'll work. So next after this, go ahead and add some mouths, however you want it to look. Once you've got your mouths drawn, give them eyebrows. So they can be off to the side, down the middle, maybe high up top. Let's do this guy really small. So once your faces are starting to come together, you can give them details. You can give them hair or colored lips, earrings, whatever you would like. I'm going to keep mine basic, but you guys can feel free to do whatever you want with it. I'm going to do this one, some nice curls. So here's where the feelings come into it. I want you guys to label your faces the same way you labeled your map yesterday. Remember, when you illustrate, your pictures match your words. When you label, your words match your pictures. So look at the word wall or come up with feelings of your own and write what you think these faces are feeling. So I think she's probably feeling happy. I can tell she has a little smile. Her eyes look nice and bright. He looks a little angry to me. His eyebrows are in. His face looks a little sour. This guy just looks a little tired. His eyes are kind of sleepy. And I think this guy looks pretty silly. And that's it. That's all we're doing for today. We are going to draw 4 different faces, 4 different ways, and we're just going to write each of them as to how they are feeling. And that's it. I hope you guys have a restful and beautiful weekend, and I will see you guys here on Monday.